We didn't catch this one at the movies, but we finally caught up with The House of Gucci. And today we are asking, should you watch it too? We have a huge star-studded cast and they all come together to tell the story of Patrizia and how she scams her way into the Gucci family. This leads to conflict, betrayal, and eventually the death of Maurizio Gucci.
This movie is based on a true story. These events happened. Maybe not in the exact same way, but the movie does tell the Gucci story really well. I didn't know a lot about this family or this drama, so it was an interesting watch to see what happened. Lady Gaga and Adam Driver lead this movie as Patrizia and Maurizio, and they are great in this movie. After A Star is Born, I've been impressed with Lady Gaga's performance, and in this movie she delivers yet again. Adam Driver is always brilliant in my opinion.
We see how they meet at a party and how Patrizia is just in awe when she finds out that she's met a Gucci. So she stalks him around to just casually bump into Maurizio at a library, and from there we see it all unfold. They eventually marry, although Maurizio's dad can see right through her and her real desire. And this is where things get crazy. She gets all up in Maurizio's head about working for his uncle's family business and basically tears apart the family for her own personal gain until the inevitable happens.
This is a long movie, so be prepared. It sits at 2 hours and 40 minutes, and trust me, you do feel it.
Man, at the halfway point, I was like, how much longer we gotta go? And then when we saw how much longer the movie was, I was like, man, the movie was long. It wasn't terrible, but I agree, it could have been a lot shorter.
So I was generally interested in this movie. I enjoy seeing how empires are run and what happens behind closed doors because people don't really know what happens when it comes to these businesses. And seeing how Patrizia dismantled the Gucci family from the inside was pretty interesting to watch.
Unfortunately, things don't end well for Maurizio, and he realizes that he just doesn't want to be with her anymore. So clearly this upsets Patrizia and she plots his murder. The death of Maurizio really isn't the important part of this film because we kind of knew that that was going to happen from the get-go, but it's everything else that it shows.
Look, I say give this one a watch. The House of Gucci tells a solid story of how a woman wanted power and notoriety and stopped at nothing to get it. The star-studded cast do a really excellent job of elevating this movie a little bit too, and one of my standout characters was Jared Leto, who plays Paolo. He was just so great.
I'll say maybe give this one a watch. If you got 3 hours to spare and you want to see how vicious a woman can be to the Gucci name, have at it. But if you're solely gonna watch this because of the star-studded cast, don't even bother. I think that's the reason why they put all of them together, because they were like, look who all signed on to this film. Forget that the story is kinda just...
So have you seen The House of Gucci? Do you think this movie is award-worthy? Let us know in the comments down below, and like always, like, subscribe, and Paolo, and until next time, we will see you soon.
Please tell your friends.
Paolo.
It's the Frankie and Jackie Show.